if I brought that tape in, you told me you never coached.
Yeah.
So how has it been being first year NBA coach?
It's been everything I could have expected. I think we have a good group of young women that's eager to learn, that want to learn, soak up a lot of information. So I think I'm in the right place.
So you've been part of these nights before, usually on the other side. You wrinkle that you'll be celebrated, but also before that you have to try and beat Cheryl. And
I know.
Fee said, "I'm excited to celebrate Sil, but I hope you ruin her night this morning." How fun of a dynamic is it to be competitors and then have the celebration afterwards?
It's just a testament to how great Cheryl is and what she do year after year. To have this night against us, of course, I want to get the win to ruin their night, to make my night a little bit better. But I also think Cheryl is thinking the same thing. She want to ruin my night, but then celebrate me afterwards. So it's going to be good. Like I said, Cheryl is a phenomenal coach, and hopefully we can get a good game.
What eventually did make you decide that this was the right coaching opportunity to kind of step into?
My general manager named Vanya. She spoke some really good things to me. Pretty much brought me in on the things that we were trying to do in Portland and how we wanted to treat our young women that come through this organization, and I was in for it.
How did Minnesota become home, and what does it mean to you for your jersey to be hanging in the rafters?
Minnesota is definitely that stepping stool of what I needed to put a stamp on what my legacy should be. Just the things that I came into and how we wanted to do things here pretty much made me fit into home. I didn't have to claim it before that. I just kind of fell into that just by how we ran things here, and I'll forever bleed this blue and green. This is home at heart forever, and I'm just happy to have Hall of Fame in my jersey to be hanging up in these rafters, alongside with a lot of great players up there already.
What's it like with the kind of constraints-led approach that Portland's been implementing? What's it like coaching that? It's kind of new. Tell me about that.
It's our day-to-day basketball stuff, but it's just a different approach of how we do that and being very intentional about how we want to play basketball. I don't think it's outside of the ordinary that we done seen, but just putting restrictions on all the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, I think what separates that from regular basketball.
Cheryl.
So how are you different as a player versus a coach?
I'm not. Outside of just being myself, I try to take what I did as a player and implement that with the players. So being very open, meeting people at where they are and accepting them for who they are, but at the same time too trying to push buttons for them to better themselves on a day-to-day basis. So I really don't think the transition over from a player to a coach has changed. I'm pretty much myself, and what you see is what you get.
You played for arguably the best coach of all time,
Mm-hmm.
and she's more wins than anybody. What did you take away from the way she runs Minnesota's franchise as a coach, and how, I mean, she's Cheryl, you're you guys are different, but
Right.
did you take anything with her from what she taught you?
Attention to detail. I think that's something that I'm a stickler for. Because when you didn't get details right, it's a matter of winning and losing. And so that's something that I take to heart when I'm in Portland and trying to teach these girls.
Cheryl spoke a little bit this week about how much it meant for you to pour into players who, now have kind of Fee and Mac and Bridget that the Lynx go on these runs the past couple of years. What was it like kind of watching, them do that, knowing that, kind of seeing the start of those players for some of them, their rookie years and kind of watching them grow?
It started before me. Someone did it for me. I think that's just the culture of what we have here in Minnesota. I came into this thing of we wanting to play well, but at the same time have fun. And to see those rules and that we stand by today still take place through K-Mac and the FISA. And it's going to continue to carry on. So you just got to credit the young women that came before us who set those standards.
Cheryl, how rewarding has it been to work with a couple of young players like Megan and Sarah, who are, obviously Sarah a rookie, but Megan having a career season,
right.
Being able to unleash more of their game, taking pride in that?
It's more so just instilling confidence in what they already bring. I don't think I've done anything to make them have the season that they have, and outside of making sure we pay attention to the details, of course, but also instilling in them that they are who they are and they one of a kind and no one do what they do. And so if they can understand that and implement that on the court, I think the course for them to take off is the sky's the limit basically for them. So I'm just here to pretty much motivate and give them little things, but I'm not really changing nothing about their game.
So on my phone, I have a picture of your press conference when you arrived in Minnesota.
Please do not pull that one out.
And it's pretty amazing to think, to look at this young woman and then you are thinking Hall of Famer and assistant coach and how much you've accomplished. I know you can't see it like that. You're living your life day to day, but
Yeah.
do you ever just kind of stop and think what an incredible career and opportunities you've had?
No. It's kind of going to be like basketball. When you win it, like you really don't pay attention to it until it's all over and you're like, oh, I really did some good things. And so hopefully I can sit back once this all said and done and be like, dang, I really was a good coach. So
For a couple seasons in Minnesota, Natasha Howard was backing you up here, then left, spread her wings elsewhere, won a couple championships, and now is back here and all-star starter. How cool has it been to see her have the season that she's having back in Minnesota?
Tashi, that's my baby. It's always good to see players come back to Minnesota, especially when they've been here before. You get to see that transition over their career, how they started, what it was in between, and to bring it back home and for her to have the season that she's having. I think it's a no-brainer. I'm very happy for her, and I'm happy that she's looking like old Tasha because we had a conversation about other people writing her off about she wasn't good enough or she's on the down end of her career. But to see her come back and flourish is always a great thing.
Did you or do you have any interest in coaching in Minnesota at some point?
Talk to me in a few years. I don't know. I'm just getting started.
So was there any place you had to like visit around town or anything, or you were just like, you're here to work?
Cardigans. That's what that's my go-to. Anytime I'm in Minnesota, if I don't go anywhere else, I'm at Cardigans. Yeah, for sure.
Cardigan donuts.
Donuts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Start name
donuts.
dropping you at Cardigan.
Oh, I get gift cards every year from Cheryl. That's my place. Yeah.
Not only is it the Hall of Fame and all of your talent that you had, but then also to get an award named after you about who you are off the court, the altruism award. Can you talk about what that means to have that award?
Well, one, I was surprised that I was getting an award. So that's just, I guess, speaks a lot about who I am as a person. I am honored to be able to give an award every year, but it just speaks to who I am. Like, basketball is the plus, and it has always been a plus, but who you are as a human, I think, comes first. And I really enjoy just meeting people where they at. And like I said, basketball is what brings it all together. So I'm very blessed to have an award named after me, and hopefully this continues.
When you look at the teams that you guys have had and how many of you guys have gone into coaching, whether it's here, elsewhere, or front office roles, I mean, what was it about those groups that you think, turned so many, kept so many of those players in basketball in various forms?
I mean, outside of just having great coaches, I think the love for the game, and also feeling like you want to contribute. I think women's sports is on the rise, and any way that we can get our hands on it or in it at any given moment is just a no-brainer for us to be part of that.
And take one more.
So when you were here, you arrived at already, you mentioned the culture, 2 championships already won, you doubled that. Now you go to Portland. For you, do you imagine like what it is that you're trying to establish and lay the foundation of what you can do for the basketball community there?
The basketball part is a given. I think how we treat people and the players that come through that organization, I think, is more important because players talk and the word get out. So making sure we treat people right and people actually want to be in Portland, I think is most important.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.